save the day. City ends up winning over the weekend? Who saw that? Who saw that? This is my question to you all. Who saw that? Wait, does it ping? Did it ping you, Furman? Furman, did you receive a ping on the Discord? Did you not, or did you? Hello. Hope you're doing fantastic. Let me. Oh, it's a little bit. Chat always changes for some reason. Always changes. How are you doing, Mr. Furman? How are you doing on this beautiful Monday? This sensational Monday. Hey, maybe, you know what? Maybe no one wants to join the stream because it's the Monday. Because the Mondays, Mondays. You know how Mondays are. We don't like the Mondays. The Mondays aren't good days. If you know what I mean. But anyway, we'll give it a few minutes. Let everyone kind of come on in. I hope people receive the notification, because I'm seeing that no one even reacted to it. No one gave it a little like or anything. It's kind of sad. If we have to, hey, you know what, Furman? It's gonna be you and me on this stream, buddy. Just you and me. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. I know I'm doing fantastic. Oh, I'm a little blurry. There we go. I'm not blurry anymore. All right, are you ready to go over a few markets, Furman? Are you ready for a little bit of markets on the ㅍxos? Of course, what I want to do today is pretty easy. I would love to so go over Mig's idea from Discord. So Mig's, I think his name is Mig's on YouTube as well, actually. And his idea was very, very simple. It was to have one parlay. And in that parlay, you would have one sports, one political one Counter-Strike one, all of these things. Once they're made, boom, we shoot them off to the big guy upstairs. And we see if they like the parlay, we send it. If they don't like the parlay, then we don't send it. You know what I mean? That's how it is. But we will send off a proposal, and we'll see how that goes. What do you think, Furman? You think that's a good idea? Do you think that is a good idea, Furman? Hello, Fortuna. Wait, Fortuna. I know who. Oh, Fortuna. Fortuna. I know. Are you Wait, are you Jose? Fortuna. Are you Jose? Are you No, you can't be Jose. Are you Jose? How are you doing, Fortuna, today? I hope you're doing fantastic. We're going to go over, like I said, in the Discord. We're going to go over that parlay. But before we do that, I want to just go over a few. Oh, you're Carlo. Hi, Carlo. Nice to meet you, Carlo. I hope you're doing good, Carlo. As I said on Discord, we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna come up with parlay ideas. Okay, entries. We're gonna come up maybe with 7 or 8 of them. Make it a nice one, and then we'll send it off to the big boys upstairs. They will say if they like it or not. They will add a prize pool and everything. And if it is good and good to go, they will add it on the list. Like, for example, Counter-Strike got accepted. We did a good Counter-Strike one. Hello, STFU. How are you doing today? I wish I could say your name, actually your name. The whole, with the energy and everything, but I cannot. That's okay. But anyway, STFU, let me explain, like I explained to the others, what is popping in here today. Very simple. My name is Fora. Oh, Fora. Nice to meet you, Fora. Nice to meet you. I think you're already familiar with what's going to happen. What's going to happen is easy peasy. We're going to do a nice parlay, community one again, community idea parlay. We're going to submit it. We're going to see if the big boys upstairs accept it, of course, and then we will send it off. My name is John. My name is John Cena. Timber. My name is. I love it. Love it. Timber, are you ready as well? Guys, I need you guys to have your thinking caps on, okay? I need your brains today. We need to make a kick-ass parlay in order for it, like, so no one... Well, we want someone to get it, but we also wanted to make it hard. Like, super hard. So if one person gets it, well, they deserve it, right? They get it. But we can't have 8 people. That was a lot. We had 8 people get it. What's good, my Timmer? I hope you're doing good, John Cena. Welcome to the chat, John Cena. It's very nice to have you on the YouTubes today. Oh, we got Killian as well. We got Killian joining in the chat. We got Killian. Killian, you already know what's up for today. Tell me, you already know. We're going to make a community parlay just like last time with your guys' submissions. But it's not going to be like one sport. It's going to be omni-sports. And we're going to add some political, some crypto. Okay, but before we do that, good boys and girls, what we will do is very, very, very simple. We will go over a few markets today, okay? Girls and boys, I hope you have your conviction caps on today because it's gonna be nice. We're gonna have a nice little day, okay? Don't forget your conviction caps. I wanted to do a little bit of a recap here. I have the rules open because I was reading the rules, of course. But oh wait, can the second coming of Christ be added to the parlay? I got. Wait. Give me a second. I need to pick this one up. This is important. Wait, give me a second. Oh, I'm so sorry, good boys and girls. I'm sorry. I had he wants to. Macro called me. Yeah, can the second? Okay, we already won that. Can the second coming of Christ be in parlay? So no, I had a big call because today, you know, I have a son, of course. I have a little kid, a little munchkin, and I had to kind of do a little bit of hoop jumping to make sure that he was under control and I can stream to you guys. And there was a little bit of an issue apparently, so I had to take up the phone, right? As soon as it's, you know, family and stuff, very important, boys, very important. But anyway, as I was saying, let's do a little bit of refreshing here. Now, if you guys, let me open this one bigger. I thought it was open more. Okay, if you guys don't remember this one, if you guys don't remember the Steady Teddies from Barra Chain. Does anyone remember the Barra Chain Steady Teddies? Let me put up, there you go. This looks a lot better like that. I don't know why I had it cut off. But anywho, let's take a look. Let's take a look-see real quick. Let's see what's crack-a-lackin'. So if we read the rules, like I was doing before, we need more than 4,445 steady teddies to be bridged off onto Ethereum. And here, if we go onto the items, we can see that only 1,038 were bridged off. Okay, so we're not very close yet, but ㆍxo is seeing a 38% chance of maybe it happening. We're at 1,000. How many days left? We have 110 days, which is about 3 months and a half. Can we, for some potential maybe reason, see the steady teddies get get bridged off to the Ethereums? Can we see that happening? Next up on the list, next up on the beautiful list that we have here is the BitTensor. Now, why am I bringing up BitTensor again? I will explain in a second, but I also have Aave, okay? Aave, we see what happened. Who here knows what happened with Aave? Can someone raise your hand, please? Please, can I see the chat? In the chat, get a raise of the hand to know maybe what happened. Does anyone know? Anyone? Does anyone know? Anyone? No one knows what happened? Well, they lost a lot of money. Okay, they lost a pretty big amount of money. But before we go to Aave, Aave will live. Well, who knows if it will live? I guess that's up to you, right? We can make a market. Will Aave live? Will Aave still be a big project by 2027, for example? You know, and I guess that's an easy bet. They should still be alive, right? Right? They're pretty big. They're one of like the biggest, if not the biggest, DeFi protocol in all of crypto. So here we have a bit of a no that just spiked, going under 200. So I want to go over and check BitTensor out a little bit. When we first covered it, we were at 260 something, 63 doll hairs. Now we're at 243 doll hairs, which is approximately what we were at last time. So we're not moving, but we did see the 338. Now I'll explain why I'm talking about BitTensor again. Okay, I'll explain in a second. It's going to be for the parlay. It's one of my ideas. Okay. Now, for those who don't remember what happened with BitTensor, it's fairly easy to know what happened with the BitTensors. Okay, very easy. We had a subnet by these guys, Templar. One of the, if not, actually it was the biggest. It was the biggest subnet on BitTensor. Here we are on their website. After the whole, we're gonna dump $10 million worth of token onto our subnet. Well, they haven't really posted much since then. They haven't posted much at all, actually, right? Which is not a very good thing, I guess, for the project, if you ask me. So will Tau manage to make it back up? Now, I want to go over something here. If we go over Tau, I don't even need to have anything open. People are, for this guy, Jason, people are pushing even harder on the fact that the biggest subnet on Tau left, and they're like, oh no, it's okay, guys. We can do without him. There's one post. Watch, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it because I just wanted to go through all of this with you lads, all of it, because all of it is very interesting, right? This could be dangerous for we're on Tau. This is not what we're looking for here. We're looking for Aave as well afterwards. We're looking for Aave and Tau. All right, so let me explain to you why we have Aave and Tau, because it's going to be one of my picks for the parlay, okay? I believe that we should have, and I even added a third one in here, okay? I added Rave token. Where's Rave token at? Wait, give me a second. I have Rave somewhere in here. Rave token. I have Tau here, BitTensor, Aave, Rave right here. Got it. Okay, Rave. My idea for the parlay is which one dumps harder? Rave. I think we saw what happened with Rave. There was like a lot of manipulation. Something was going on, and Binance and all these guys are looking at it. But the question is, which one will dump harder, right? Rave, Tau, or Aave? That is the question. But of course, we also have markets about these two, right? This is why I'm going over it. But as you can see, we're at 57% no. People say no, we are not going to see below. So as always, I would love to open a market, and we will see how they're doing on the markets here. Let's take a look, see real quick. Real quick. I thought I clicked on, that's weird. Let's look at Tau real fast. Let's do some TAing like the trader boys do. Yo, Legendary, what's good, my dude? I hope you're doing good today. Let me just remind you what we're doing afterwards in a few minutes, okay? In about 15 minutes, I'm going to finish going over these markets. 15 minutes won't be enough to go over the markets, but, you know, I'll make it happen. We're going to make a community parlay again. We're going to have like 8 entries. And we can choose whatever event. It doesn't have to be one event. It could be one about golf, one about Counter-Strike, one about football, one about Donald Trump, one about more golf. You know what I mean, right? One about a coin going up, going down, going sideways. But my idea for that is 3 coins, right? So there's 3 options. A lot harder, of course. Always harder. Maybe we can even do 4. But maybe that would be a little bit too excessive. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to do the parlay in about 15 minutes. That's the idea. I'm going to finish going over the markets, and then we will see that. But anywho, next up, we have the Taus here on the charts right now. As we can see, the support here, as we saw last time, because I did go over it, it managed to go back up to 67, believe it or not, before coming right back down to where it belongs, which is right here. And you can see that this is a pretty big support. This is a support line, it looks like. Does it look like a support line, guys? Do you want me to zoom in a little bit more? Can I zoom in more? Wait. This is a lot better, ain't it? Look at this. This right here, we can't see the other side, but we saw that the line was here. This is a pretty big support. Can we see it breaking down? If it breaks below, trading rules say triple bottom. You know, if it breaks the bottom, it kind of goes lower. Will it do that? This technically is a triple bottom, we'll call it, even though, yeah, it's a triple bottom. Will it go below 237? This is what we want to know. Will it go below that and go down to the 200s? And now, next up, of course, now that we went over it, is Aave. Here we have Aave's market. Will we fall below the $80? This is a really good one. Aave, I think we understand and we saw what happened with Aave. Not very good, to be honest, losing a whopping... how much did they lose exactly? 200. I think it says here. This was for BitTensor. This was how big BitTensor was. But anyhoozle, back over to Aave. Aave, they lost a whopping. How much do we think they lost? Meme Core can also dump minus 90%, just like Rave. Meme Core. I will take a look at that, Danovich, in 1 second. But as you can see, today, after a 292 million hack, this is what ended up happening. I don't have all the information. We don't have a lot of what exactly happened, unfortunately. I'm still waiting for all the details to come out. I read over this. There's nothing too big, but we can definitely go over it. I don't think people realize how bad things are for Aave right now. Someone in chat came as well. I think it was Keelan. Keelan came this morning. Was it Keelan? I think it was, saying we don't realize how bad this is. Or actually, it wasn't Keelan. It was wait, how do you pronounce his name? It was Ongon. Ongon came in and he was like, guys, you do not realize how bad this is for the actual market. I don't think people realize how bad it is for the Aave market right now. All core markets are at 100% utilization. That includes 3 billion in USDT and 2 billion in USDT stuck. That means you can't withdraw your money. A long post on why and how we ended up here. When the RSETH exploit happened on Aave, incurred a bad debt. Whales like Justin Sun, MXC Exchange, and others immediately withdrew billions from Aave. This is why it's bad. This is the key reason why it is bad. I have to check out Meme Core. Actually, well, let me finish reading Meme Core and then Meme Core. Reading this tweet and then I'll go over Meme Core exactly. This instantly drained all of the available liquidity in the key core markets like ETH, USDT, USDC, and so on. Look, I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys, okay? Just so you guys and gals could see it better. Because I know it's not easy, you know, to be able to see everything. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. Let me just make sure we're on the right line. All right, those first to withdraw got out. Laggers got trapped. Initially, the ETH market, hit 100% utilization, meaning you could not withdraw your ETH from Aave. Oh man, doesn't that ring a bell? Remember when FTX kind of just hit the hay? In what year was it, FTX? I can't even remember anymore. Was it 2023? Guys, can someone tell me what year FTX kind of just crashed down and tumbled into the nowheres, into gone, forever gone, just there. Anyway, so yeah, they couldn't unfortunately couldn't liquidate to cover debt obligations. That means that the risk of bad debt incurred by Aave is increasingly longer. The longer its market remains stuck. No bueno at all. Nevertheless, users can still sell a minor loss the AETH, WETH tokens on a Uniswap similar aggregators. The exit door is the last one remaining for the ETH depositors on Aave. That is pretty bad. So the ETH pools got smacked, not very good. The same cannot be said by depositors of USDT and USDC. They are stuck, completely stuck. I wonder how much. Well, we're gonna probably get the numbers in a bit. That's because Aave lost over 6 billion in liquidity in the past 24 hours, guys. Aave lost 6 billion in liquidity. And you know what? That actually makes me wonder. Let's go over DeFi Llama. Let's go on DeFi Llama. And I just got the idea. I want to check these guys out. If they lost that much, how much do they have now, actually? Aave. So they still have, whoa. Rave, right? No, this is Aave. Rave. Kind of say, oh, hey there, Migs. Glad to have you. We're gonna start the community parlay ideas in about 6 minutes. We're gonna do your idea. We're gonna do 8 picks. We're gonna do that in 6 minutes. Let me just go over this. As you can see, the peak of the peak was at $43 billion. Holy gajoli. And now they're sitting at they're at a 17 billion TVL. Well, they're still alive, but this thing is rapidly shooting. This is still new, so people are the dormants, the people who don't really check every day. They didn't get the news yet. But once they get the news, will this open the floodgates? Rough for all DeFi. I agree. Very tough times. We had so many hacks in the past few weeks. We had a Drift that got hacked. We got that bridge that got hacked for a couple million as well. Drift, how much was Drift? Was it like 200 as well, or 180 or something like that? I think it was like 180. But this one was almost 300, which is kind of insane to be honest, if you ask me. But anyway, I shall continue on read through 260 million. Sheesh. 260 for Drift. That's insane as well, actually. 280 for Drift. I wonder if their ETH wallets are still... Let me check, actually. Let me check how those ETH... So it should be the first address I look up. Yeah, it is. It's still... So the money is still on there for Drift. As you can see, it's worth 59 million. Price isn't going down, at least. This is a good way to track ETH price. If it's going up or down. If this wallet goes over 60 million, hey, he's in profit, boys. He hacked and he's in profit on the hack. Sheesh. Imagine being in profit on the money you hacked. Like, you stole 59 million and then you come back, oh wow, I got 60 million now. Tether came to the rescue. I don't know. We're gonna keep reading. I wanna read and find out with you guys as we go. This is a new little strategy. I found obviously this long thread, but I thought of reading it with you guys instead of me knowing exactly what happened. Because from the details that I read, just many details, I kind of needed details, of course. It was well put together, so I felt like this was a good read. Anyway, so the same cannot be said about the USDT and USDC. They are stuck. That's because Aave lost over 6 billion, of course. These markets are now also stuck with the money locked. Panic is spreading and desperate times call for desperate measures. Some users decide to borrow against USD. Oh my God. Oh my golly God, listen to this. Some users decide to borrow against USDT, USDC, and exit via other markets at a loss of 10 to 25%. So basically, they were, they borrowed, they go and borrow money, USDT, and then they exit. So when they exit, of course, because their LTV, they're basically maxing it out. Yeah, so they're taking all the USDT, all USDC out. They're maxing it out and swapping for other tokens in order just to get out. Imagine that. Wow. Basically, you borrow GAO, DAI, and USDE against your locked USDC. Interesting. So they're using. Wow, isn't that insane? How they're coming out with loopholes in order to get out of this market. But then it goes to tell you again, we're supposed to be in a decentralized market, right? And the fact that their money is locked, I don't know. That doesn't sound very DeFi to me, if you ask me, at least. That's not very DeFi, is it? But we can't have decentralization today. I don't think we're actually ready. Everything is some sort of, manually controlled. I don't think you can actually have full, or maybe Bitcoin's doing that, actually. Bitcoin is doing that. Anyway, but as more liquidity leaves Aave, more markets get to 100% utilization and gets locked, stuck due to low liquidity. This is quickly cascading across all available markets. Do you guys understand how lending protocols work exactly? If you don't, we can definitely go over it and maybe make markets about it, actually. Luckily, the crypto market was rather flat today, so liquidation risks were marginal. But if things change, there are billions in stablecoins and other assets locked on Aave that can't process liquidations, equal more bad debt for Aave. Holy moly. If users or related protocols that are stuck need access to their money to prevent liquidations or other critical functions, they have a huge problem on their hands. Plus, nobody wants to deposit or provide liquidity in these markets now, since your ETH, BTC, and USDT, USDC and T actually, could be stuck there for who knows how long. As soon as any available liquidity is made available, it is instantly taken out by bots fighting to get out. Holy moly. As I wrote this, I saw 250k in liquidity on USDT vanish in seconds. Then there's bad debt question. Holy moly, there's over 200 million in bad debt incurred by Aave via RSETH. That's like a hot potato. All right, guys, I vote we go and we do some investigations here. I wanted to just read it, but I feel like we need a deep dive. We need to dive into the market itself. We need to go, oh wait. Aave Pro, can we use Aave Pro? That is the question. Okay, so deposit now, borrow, can we see the activity? Oh wow, yeah, we can see the deposit APY is like mooning and then like crashing. What is this DPY? The USD coin. So let's see if we can check the availability. Did they fix this maybe? I wonder. Protocol, total deposits. I don't know, guys. This seems a little bit sus. So this is total deposits? How does it go? How does it go down only? Yeah, this seems kind of fake. Not gonna lie. This does not seem like it's the right graph. All right, so let's continue on what we were reading. So when the RSETH. Uh-oh, wait, we read this already. It went all the way back up for some reason. Give me a second. Let me go back to where we were. Boom, boom, boom. There's over 200 million. As soon as liquidity is made available, it is instantly taken out. There is bad debt question. There's over 200 million in bad debt occurred via the RSETH, like a hot potato. A hot potato. Nobody knows when will eventually pay this bill. Nobody knows who will eventually pay this bill. I mean, 200 million, guys, I think Trump can pay for it. I think if we send him a letter and we ask him, hey, guys, can you guys help pay for this? Because for those who don't know, when Trump came out, Trump used Meteora as his pool, his way of controlling the pool, basically. And with Meteora, you can tweak the fees, right? 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever. Well, Trump's coin, believe it or not, guys, whoever doesn't know this, but you can go and check it out on Meteora. Trump was raking in 40 million in fees alone off Trump coin. In fees. That means when someone bought and sold, on average, it was 5%. That was the fee on average. But anyway, let me continue going. If you didn't remove your assets from Aave, you risk receiving at least part of that bill in some form. Not having access to your money is part of the risk too. Contagion is also extremely high. It's also extremely high. Many protocols and apps rely on Aave for their earn mechanics. These protocols and their users are stuck too and may be forced to incur bad debt with no fault of their own. Imagine that. You don't even use Aave and you're affected. This is why it's not very good. Wait, is the stream going good? Everything's going good? All right, everything's going good. Perfect. Incur bad debt and no fault of their own. October the 10th was a sex-driven crash. This is a DeFi risk mitigation failure of epic. He should have capped that, by the way. That would have been good. Of epic proportion. Epic. But you say Tether came to the rescue. I'm going to read exactly how Tether came to the rescue, Mr. Miggs. Well, Tether print. How much have they printed? Is there still those commercial papers for Tether, for Drift? Oh, Drift came for the rescue. Really, really. I will definitely look into that one for the next one. We don't have a Drift market anymore, but that's interesting to know that USDT came to the rescue for that one. Interesting. Rumors on X are saying RSETH was onboarded by Aave due to a conflict of interest, lobbying, in quotations, of course, by a given service provider. If true, this is a major failure of its governance structure. Nothing new, of course, right? Who believes, do we believe DAOs work? The governance type, tokens where you vote and whatnot to see what happens. Does that still work? Do we think that still works? Yes or no? The folks at KelpDAO who manage RSETH also have a tough decision to make on who will actually pay for the 200 million exploit. Aave users, L2RSETH users, everyone affected gets a haircut to account for the loss. That's not good. The Aave team and its founder, Stani, have been quiet for over 20 hours since the exploit after initially announcing the RSETH market freeze. So, do we have a response by them? Because this was made how many hours ago? Okay, it's showing on the bottom here. This was made yesterday, around like 20 hours ago, we'll say. So let's take a look. Have they spoken since? This is what we want to know. Has Stani, have Aave said anything of importance? This is, so 17 hours ago, we had an update. So they update on RSETH incident. According to our analysts, RSETH on Ethereum mainnet is fully backed. Out of abundance of caution, RSETH remains frozen across Aave v3 and v4, and exposure to the incident is capped. They put two ands in that sentence. That's not good. We can't put two ands in the sentence, guys. Wrapped ETH reserves also remain frozen across affected markets, including Ethereum, Arbitrum, Base, Mantle, and Linea. Aave is actively validating information and assessing potential resolutions. So yeah, we don't really know as of yet. But let me continue and let me finish this. And I see that it's actually half cut for some reason. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. I don't know why half of this, or a tiny portion of the screen was cut off, but I fixed it. The Aave team and its founder Stani have been quiet. That's what we read. They have a pretty big problem on their hands since the whole protocol is at risk now. Trust is already lost as Aave is bleeding billions in TVL, actual billions. That's not a typo. Billions in TVL to level of Aave is bleeding billions in TVL to the level of hitting 100% utilization on all core markets. I got lucky to get out of Aave early when I saw this. I also removed all assets from DeFi. I will not touch any protocol in the next few weeks. Too much risk for a few percent points in yield. If you found this informative, please like, share, and follow. We give a little shout out to ㍍xo.market here for this beautiful text. Yeah, as we can see here, the utilization not doing so hot. Can we go and see that now, actually? Before we get into the parlays, of course, we're going to get into the parlays. I had to just finish this real quick. Borrow. Let's see if we can borrow anything. Can we borrow? This one is a pretty big. What's the utilization like? What is the utilization? Can we see the utilization? Where is that here? Borrow. Do I have to connect? I don't want to have to connect. If we can't see it, or is it here? Oh, look at that. This one is total capacity. There it is. We got the remaining capacity, so we still have capacities. I guess they all fixed it then. Is it fixed then? Are we fixed? Can people like go and do what they need to? That is the main question that we have here. But anyway, guys, before we go to those parlays, I'm sorry, but I have to talk about City. Okay, I know I said that we would do it like 8 minutes ago. I know. But there's too much stuff, exciting stuff going on. I have to go over it all, okay? And I can't go over it all if I don't go over it all. You know, very, very, very simple. But as we can see here, ladies and gentlemen, who will win the Premier League? Arsenal, Manchester City, or other? If we take half of this screen off, literally half of it. Let me take half of it off. Let me just take half of it off. Okay, if we take half, the red is Arsenal. Okay, guys, they were at 81%. Let me make it a little bit shorter. They were at 81%, guys. 81% chance to win. They had, I think, 15 points. Can we check that? I don't know I don't know how to check that, but we'll definitely how to check that. We'll definitely know. Actually, we can, because we can just go to Grok and say, hey, yo, this was only on the 18th of March. Holy moly, that's actually insane. Okay, we won't go ask Grok. But why did this change so much? Well, guys, let me actually open the other market. Is there a market on Manchester City? I thought there was one. Manchester. Is there a Manchester City versus we saw this one live, guys. Okay, I guess I made a little mistake in my head. I thought we had it. I was thinking of another club, perhaps. But anyway, if we take a look at here, I want to go over something real quick. Real quick. Let's go over to the Premier League here. And let's go over to the table, the standings. The Arsenal may be bottling soon. Arsenal are on 2 losses in a row, with City in 2 wins in a row. City is now 3 points from Arsenal. Sorry about that. But Arsenal has 1 game ahead of City. Do you know what this means, boys and girls? Ladies and gentlemen, this means one thing. This means once Arsenal plays against Crystal Palace, they will have to beat them more than 2 goals. Look at this. So they've scored 65. Actually, they just need to score 1 goal. If they score 1 goal, boom, they're above in the goal differentials. And that's it. So they win by 1-0 and that's it. But, you know, I think they should score at least 3-4 just to secure that, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so we're seeing City on top again. Will City stay on top? This is the question that we ask ourselves today. Oh wait, I was showing you guys that with the screen half cut, huh? I wasn't I? Yeah, that's not how bad was it? It wasn't. Okay, it was bad. Okay, as we can see, sorry, I'm gonna just say it again. We can see the 2 losses by Arsenal here. Okay, 3 points behind, 1 in goal differentials. Very important here. 65 goals scored against 63, so they're going to be in front if they just if they are up, of course, in, or if they're just tied in goal differentials. If they win 1-0 against Crystal Palace, Manchester City is at the top. Now, boys and girls, I would like to come up with a parlay. Okay, this is the community parlay idea time. Whoever's here in chat still, listen to me talk and ramble. Please do make yourself known, as we will start going over the parlays. Okay, guys, we're gonna vote here. We're gonna do a little bit. We're only 4 today, but that's fine. That's fine. We don't need anyone else. Timmer. We got Timmer. We got Legendary. We got Keelan, and we got Miggs. I think that is more than enough. Maybe Miggs is not here anymore. Right now, Arteta is very pressured, and Pep isn't. It's more about who has more mental composure. I'm here. Timmer is here. Everyone's here. I agree with you. I agree that the mental composure is definitely something that Arteta is lacking. And I'm not saying that he's lacking because I don't like him or anything. I'm saying that seeing the past few years. Arsenal has finished 3 times in the past 3 years at the 2nd spot. And that's not for no reason. Mentally, they're just not strong. We've seen them fumble Premier Leagues before. Oh, here, just tired. Perfect. Hey, guys, we're all here. We're all here. We're gonna make a little parlay. What was he saying? What was she saying? It's more about the mental composure. Yeah, I agree with that as well. And I think that mentally Arsenal isn't a strong team. I think they still have to overcome that. And they've never won a Champions League. And that's something difficult to do, as we saw with Paris. Paris put tons and tons and tons of monies into a team. Nothing happened out of it. They just lost. Dreadfully, actually, sometimes. It was not even funny. And now look at the team now. Now we have an actual team that played together and they won the Champions League. But it took more than too many years. But anyway, all right, let's start on a potential parlay. So what I will do, very, very simple, okay? I'm going to pull up a Google Doc, okay? Google Doc here. It's going to be very, very easy, very sincere. No funny business. See, just a blank. Wait, can I get this? No. Can I? Okay, got it, boys. So what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna make it bigger. Perfect. So here we have our handy dandy document. The first idea, I have multiple ideas. Okay. I have multiple ideas for this one. The first one being the Manchester City and the Arsenal ordeal. Okay. So I want to add one for Arsenal and for City real quick. Watching Arsenal feels like watching Netflix. Okay. I have someone who said that in Discord. I read that off Discord. That's actually a good one. But the first entry I had, the first entry number 1, as I told you guys before, it was which one dumps faster or harder? Rave, Ave, Tau. Entry number 2. You see, I think this is easy. I don't think this is a difficult one. I think this, well, it's not easy per se, but it's not a difficult one, if you know what I mean. Do we know what I mean? Entry number 2, I will take an entry from one of you guys. Who has an entry idea here to go over? Anyone? Does anyone have an entry idea to go over? If not, I will go over my second idea as an entry. Anyone? I know there was one in the Discord group that had a pretty cool idea. And one of them was by Miggs, actually, which is in our chat right here as we speak. So this is the market that, no, this is not created. This is for a market that has not been created yet. If you watched the match yesterday, you see that Pep, yeah, okay, I read that. Wait, what? If you watched the match, oh wait, it's a different comment. If you watched the match yesterday, and you'd see Pep playing like a kid when they were pressured. Real funny. So this is the market not created. No, this, okay. Let me explain what we're gonna do here. Let me just delete this real quick. Okay. What we're gonna do here is super, super simple. Okay, we're going to create the idea for the market for the next parlay market. We're going to submit the idea. If it passes, the parlay will be there. If it doesn't pass, well then there's no parlay. But the parlay idea right now is that we have 8 entries of different activities. So we can do one football. Here I started off with crypto, right? So number 1, we're gonna do 8 entries. We're gonna try to go from 8 to 10, I guess. We'll do that. So number 1, which will dump harder? And then we put Rave, Ave. I'd say Rave, but I wonder if it's Rave or do they have anything to do with them? Or Tau. Obviously, we have to get like the current prices whenever this gets listed and whatnot before we create the parlay. And we'll have like a deadline for this market. The deadline will be, I don't know, the 22nd. Look, which will dump harder by the 22nd of April. Which will dump harder by the 28th of April. Do we have a resolution time we want to stay in? Perfect question. Rave already dumped hardest. No. You see, this is where you're mistaken. The price will start when the market is made. So Rave right now, the current price is this Rave? Oh, I see that. I have to change this. I have to change this real quick again, actually. Now that I think about it, this is no bueno. Okay, if we look at this, this is this right here is Rave DAO. Rave DAO. Boom. Okay, so we have Rave DAO right here. Just gonna make it a little bit smaller. Perfect. We have Rave DAO right here. The current price, if we were to make this will be hard. Well, hey, I mean, we want a big prize pool. We want to make it like at least like 6K or something, right? So if we want to make a prize pool of 6K, like the 6K is coming out of our pockets. So we're giving a free 6K if you wish. This is an example, of course. So it can't be easy either. We got to make it a little bit challenging here. But for example, with Rave, if we were to, for example, make the market now, we would count it as 70 cents on the dot. Look at that, 70 cents. So then we say, okay, the resolution time will be in 2 days. By the way, Migs said, do we have a resolution time to stay within? Yeah, I say we can do until like this weekend. I know there's a tons of NBA stuff. I know there's football on this week. I know there's a whole bunch of activities on this week. So I think we can do it until Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday. We can have a little longer one. Maybe we can have this one last 3 weeks, right? We can do a parlay that stays open continuously. I guess we can vote for it. We can vote for it. Would we like a longer? Actually, let's vote for it. I like votes. Votes are my favorite thing. I'm telling you, I love it. Do we want a longer than 3-week parlay? Do we want more than 3-week parlay or less? More, less. So more than 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks. Just to give me kind of a little idea here of what we're aiming at. I threw a little vote here in the chats if you guys want to vote real quick. And we will see which one gets the yes. Do we want more or less than 3 weeks for the parlay? More than 3 weeks, one vote has come in. Yeah, the parlays don't have to last 2 days. The parlays could last like 3 weeks or a month or 1 day, 5 days even. And this is something that we can continuously watch together as well. Of course. Oh, we got 3 votes for more than 3 weeks. If all needed to win, yes. I agree. And it could be a parlay where where as soon as one event is known, for example, let's say wait, give me a second. Let me drink some water. You could be dead in 1 day. You can be dead in 1 second, brother. That's a tough one with this. Oh man, we got 4 votes in, and it's 50-50 right now. We got 50% for yes and 50 for no, and it drags on for weeks. We can be dead. I mean, we can let it drag on for weeks. That's for sure. We can do all of that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah. Confusing question. Okay, if the question is confusing, let me rephrase it. Okay, let me elaborate. Actually, okay, we're starting off fresh here. I will redo it. Do we positive Migs? Be positive, Migs. Be positive, Migs. Do we have a parlay last for more or less than 3 weeks? More than 3 weeks? Less than 3 weeks? How about this? I think this is better. No, though this is a pretty... It should be pretty easy. Should be. I changed the question. Do we have a parlay last for more or less than 3 weeks? Less than 3 weeks. Okay. So we have 2 votes for less than 3 weeks, 1 vote for more than 3 weeks. I'm all about long timelines, but my bet is always live. In a parlay, if you miss the leg, your CP is dead. Yep. That is basically what happens. Okay, so less than 3 weeks. Okay, so let's make it so that this submission lasts until what are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Let's make it so it lasts until next Monday. I'll put three options. The question is how the parlay will last until Saturday. No, I don't think we need to ask that question, actually. We'll see exactly what activities we can come out for this. So longer timelines. Unfortunately, we're going to go for less than 3 weeks. So we're going to do, I think we could do something in between, right? We can do 2 weeks. So we can start it today, the 20th, and it could end the 4th. That would be 2 weeks. That would be 2 weeks exactly. 3 days, 4. Let's do 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 14 days. 14-day parlays. So we can have one market about NBA today, for example, and then something else happens. All these parlays definitely have to be locked in. We also have to see when's the expiration time. So it's going to be the first game that is on the parlay. We're going to have to lock the parlay right before the first game. So we also have to think about how can we make it so that the parlay stays open as long as possible. That's what we have to think about. We have to think about, is it possible to keep this parlay open? So maybe we do playoffs in a week for NBA if we do an NBA match. And then the other things we look together. Now for this one, for example, Rave versus Ave versus Tau. Oh, now I have to make it bigger again. Sorry about that. I have all of a sudden I'm coughing a lot and I don't know why. Let me just change this up again so we make it a little bit prettier. All right, so number one we have Ave here versus Tau versus Rave. Number two, of course, if you guys don't like it, we can definitely change. We don't have to keep it. Let's go 3 days. Wait. A 3-day parlay? A 3-day parlay. But then, when do we close this parlay? This is what we need to think of. We need to think of, when do we close the parlay? When do we put the deadlines in? Those are all the important things that we have to look at. But if we don't come with any conclusive parlay suggestions, we can continue in the chat, by the way. We don't have to completely make it on the stream. We can do a little bit, and then we can complete it in the chat for everyone who, doesn't want to kind of log onto the chats, I guess. Right, so, Migs, I'm listening. Give me one. I looked at the golf. Let's see, golf schedule. I'm sure we can get one in golf, but the tournaments for golf, they don't play all the time. I think there's one at the end of this week, if I remember correctly. Let's see, May, April. No, so it's not at the end of this week. It's at the end of, so it's the 30th. So it's next week. So that one's not good. We can't do that. What? Continue. Wait, you're using an ad blocker. Oh man, to keep us. Please turn off your ad blocker. No, I can't. No way. Okay, I can't use that. But maybe I can use this one. 24-hour open for events and resolve within 72 hours. Okay, if we can pull from any event, we can make something easy. But we don't want to make it easy either. We don't want... Oh, NHL as well has playoffs. I don't know if we could do NHL, but we can definitely do some... I'm thinking golf. Golf did pretty well last time, to be honest. I really like the golf one. We can do NHL as well, actually. I mean, we can do whatever, really. So if it's a 24-hour... Okay, I say if we're going to do a more... Not easy to win. Definitely not easy to win. None of... Oh, easy to make. Ah, I see. We don't want something easy to make. That's for sure. What we want is something with your idea. Multiple games, multiple sports, political in it, a little bit of crypto, a little bit of everything. I would like it to be 8 to 10. And then we send it off to the chats, or to the above, and then we see if it's accepted or not. So let's get a few ideas, actually. I'm gonna take a few ideas, and then we'll continue in chat, because this is gonna be a longer one now that I think about it. There's a lot of things that we have to go over. I thought it was gonna be a bit more simple when I was looking at it. I was thinking about it in my head. Of course, I thought of, I had these markets. I had Manchester City versus Burnley. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it is against Burnley. Okay, good. So I had this game, for example. My idea for this one was, will we see... so 3 choices, more than 1.5 goals, more than 2.5 goals, more than 3.5 goals. So that was my idea for number 2. Number 2, Manchester City versus Burnley. More than, so it's not if City or Burnley wins, it's more than 1.5 goals. Number 2 would be more than 2.5 goals. And number 3 would be more than 3.5 goals. I think that's an easy one. Well, it's not easy, but you know what I mean. You could put the number. We could put the number or streams. Let me read this one more time. We could put the number or streams a music or trailer to get on YouTube or Spotify. We could put the number. Oh, we could put the number of streams a music or movie trailer get on Spotify. Oh, that's a good one actually. That's actually a really good one. What's like a famous movie that's coming out right now? Spaceballs 2? Was it that one? Let me check. Spaceballs 2 trailer. Okay, so there's a trailer on. I don't know if we're allowed to actually watch it, so we're not gonna watch it. I don't want to get copyrighted or anything. But this has 1.9 million views. So we can say, will this have 2.5 million views by the 22nd, for example, right? Or we can put 3 options as well, like more than more than 2 million, more than 2.2 million, more than 2.3. Like kind of have let's see. We are having 3 options as well. Yes, we can have 3 options as well. I think we should have 3 options. Definitely have 3 options. But I'm not making it impossible. I'm just making it so that we have a higher prize pool. The Counter-Strike one the prize pool was actually too high, actually. But the objective is to have a higher cash prize, making it harder, of course. That's the thing. Because we don't decide, we as a community here, we don't decide the prize pool, unfortunately. You could do the number of posts Donald Trump would make on Truth Social. That is true as well. Will he make more or less? But Migs, to get back to you on this one, we don't have to do 3. We can do 2. But I'm just throwing out ideas. There are options for resolution. Okay, 3 options for resolution equal incredibly difficult. Good, got it. So we're gonna go on the dock and we're gonna remove. So either 1.5 or 3.5. Actually, let's do 2.5. 2.5 or 3.5. That's what we're gonna go with. Actually, it would have to be more than 0.5, just in case it ends in 0, 0. More than 0.5 goals. No, that would be 1, 0 still, so that'd still be 1. I need one with 0. So more than 0 goals. Should I put 0? More than 0 goals? Just in case there's a 0, 0. That's the thing. People don't realize, but we actually have to think about these things. For example, NBA 1. Celtics game tomorrow, 217 points scored or less. Okay, that's a good one, for example. We can definitely do that. I'll throw this one in. We won't do the Celtics one since it's tomorrow. We'll do another one, but we'll do that idea. We'll do NBA game. And this same thing for this football match. Doesn't really matter which one. Here we have NBA, and we are doing Celtics game tomorrow, 217 points scored or less. So Celtic game, Celtic game. I said I wasn't going to write it, but I wrote it anyway. NBA game over 217 points. Accumulated, of course. Accumulated. Accumulated points or under 217 accumulated points. Okay, there you go. So here it's 0 goals or 3.5. So that's kind of like, that's a big delta, right? Between 0 and 3.5. So that basically 4 goals. More than 0 goals. But what if it ends at 0 goals? That's the problem. You see, we have to think about that stuff. That's the main issue here. We got to think about that stuff. So number 3, NBA game. Number 4, I think Convicted had one. You could do the number of posts for Donald Trump. That's a fantastic one. And we are going to look at his Truth Social real quick. Truth Social. Let me go through the Truth Social. And we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see how many times a day this man is posting. Can this be a potentially good market? Entry or not? So he posted 1 day ago here. He has 11,000. Holy moly, boys. He has a whole bunch of tweetos. Okay, so he posted an hour ago. How do you see his tweets? Or his tweets, his Truth Socials. So we have 1 post. 2 posts, 3 posts. So how many posts will he make? Elon post. That's a good one, actually. And we're going to ask Grok. Grok is going to be our savior for this one. And we're going to ask him real fast, real nicely. How many times a day does Elon Musk post on X on average? We're going to do an average. We're going to do a quick little average here. And okay, Elon Musk posts frequently on X, very significantly depending on the time period analyzed. His schedule and events. This is a good one. This is good. Timothy, welcome to the stream. I'm so happy to see you, Timothy. Welcome to the stream. This is actually a really good one. We'll do the same for Elon Musk. But anyway, so his schedule and events like product launches, elections, or major news. This isn't single fixed average. Long term, they say that he posts between 8 to 12 a day. Most active, he posts 60 to 70 a day. 60 to 70 tweets a day. Okay. How many tweets? How many? Do they say tweets? No, they say posts. How many posts did he post on average this week? How about that? How many posts did he post on average this week? Elon Musk posts, let's see, between 18th and 20th, about 2 to 3 times a day. He posted, oh, wait, not 2-3 times a day. He posted about 45 times in total, which is 23 posts a day on average. So, the game could be, okay, 3 games on Wednesday for NHL playoffs. Market, will there be, perfect. Man, this guy's giving me all on a silver platter. I'm going to put yours, Killian. I'm actually going to put both of yous. I'm going to put Convicted and Killian's. Convicted. Wait, Killian, actually give me a different one for Elon Musk. We're going to do that one for Trump. The number of posts he does. Try to give me a different one with Elon Musk, but I like the idea. I like where we're going. Let me give one. Let me add this one. What's his? There you go. We got the NBA game, and we also have the NHL. So NHL game. NBA was pretty popular. Pretty popular. Will there be 18 goals or less a month amongst all 3 playoffs combined? I'm assuming 18 goals is not a lot. Let's actually check NHL results. Let's check the results. Just the results. So it's all in Spanish, by the way, and French, and then sometimes English. You know, my thing. But anyway, if we look at the past games, so 6-1, 5, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of scoring here. A playoff, is a playoff just one game? How many games? How does a playoff work? So it's 3 games. Oh, but amongst all 3 games, there's 18 goals. If we look on average, let's see, that would be 6 goals per game. There's 7 here, 7 here, 5 here, 7 here. So there's a lot of goals scored. Okay, that's a good one. I like this one. I like it a lot, actually. I like it. I'm gonna go and post it. So 3 games. Will there be 18? Will there be 18 goals or less scored? Yes? No. I think that one's an easy one, right? Right, Migs? I think that's an easy one. Next up, we had how many posts will Trump post on the 23rd of April? This is an example, by the way, okay? Once we lock in, we're going to get the exact game, exact everything, as soon as we just have kind of the list. So how many posts will Trump post on the 23rd? On the 23rd of April. Let's see how many posts does Donald Trump post on average a day during the last week? Let's see how much Donald Trump does. Let's see how much he does. Donald Trump is much less active on X compared to his early presidency or peak Twitter years. He primarily posts on Truth Social, which he owns, of course. Of course he owns. So we can't know. Okay. How many posts? Let's do the same question, but on Truth Social. Let's see how much he posts there. That's crazy, huh? He got banned from Twitter, so he's like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna make my own social media. Kind of crazy. Whoa. So from the 14th to the 21st, nearly a week, 165 posts. On average, 28 posts a day. So will we see more than 28 posts? I get, because that's the average, right? But there's somewhere he posts more, somewhere he posts less. Okay, I think I like this one. NFL draft one Thursday market will. There's the NFL. Oh, there is the NFL. Will a trade take place in the top 5 picks? Interesting. I like where we're going here. All right, so number 5, how many posts will Trump post on the 23rd of April? Over, we said, how much did we say? Over 28? Over 28 posts a day? Under 28 posts per a day. Boom. Number 6, we got some NFL action here. We got a little bit of anything. Will a trade take place in the top 5 picks? Yes, no. Easy as pie here. Because now we have to look at how many trades have been done in the past and everything. All right, so far we're at 6. We're missing about 2 to 4. Okay? 2 to 4 is what we're missing. So far, so good. We're looking pretty good in that department. I say that we finish this off in the chat. Okay? We finish this off in the chat. We try to get to 10. We write it up nicely, and then I send it off. What do you guys think? Do we guys think this is a good idea? Let me vote. We're 4 in here. Let me take a vote. Do we finish parlay idea in chat with the rest of the community? Yes, no. Very simple. Very simple. Yeah, good. Okay, Keelan agrees. Keelan agrees. We shall finish. I like this. I like the basis that we have going, and this is going to help us for future parlays as well. Crypto market. Will BTC be more than 77,777 on Friday? At zero, it should be 2359 UTC. Oh, wait. You're saying Friday? So Thursday night. Thursday night. Going to Friday, because 00 Friday, that's why you have to put 2359. If you mean Friday, actually Friday. All right, perfect. So we have three votes for yes. So we shall continue this in the chats, guys. We shall continue it in the chat. So far, this is what we have. Okay, so it finishes on Thursday. Okay, got it. That's actually a good one though. It's not an easy one. So here's what we have so far. Which will dump harder? And I guess we can remove. I felt like, should we keep number 1 as 3 or 2? I guess we'll go over that in chat. But anyway, what we have, which will dump harder by the 22nd of April? Second football match, more. So I have to see less. Actually, I can put this. Less than 3.5 goals. I'm stupid. Less than 3.5 goals and more than 3.5 goals. Yep, 2 please. Okay. I'm going to listen to Mix here. And I'm going to remove... I'm going to remove Tau because Tau is going to dump less than these 2. These 2 are going to dump a lot. All right, so we have 2 for this, 2, 2. So all of them have 2 picks. Okay? So first one, which one will dump harder, Rave or Ave? Football match, less than 3.5 goals, more than 3.5 goals. NBA game, over 217 accumulated points or under 217 accumulated points. What if it's at? What if it ends on 217? Okay, so at or over. You see, you gotta think about it. Gotta think about it. Got to think about it. All right, let me remove this parlay. This voting here. All right, good. So we do get a yes here. Number 5. How many posts will Trump post on the 23rd of April? Over 24. Okay, at or over 28 posts a day, and then here we're gonna do under 28. Oh, I already have it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I said, yes, you're right. You're right. 217 points or more. Yeah. 217 points or more. Under 217 points. 270 points or more accumulated. I already had points. Let me remove the point. So 200 or more accumulated points. Under 200 accumulated points. All right, perfect. NHL game. Will there be more? Will there be 18 goals or less scored? So will there be 18 goals or less or more? Wait, which one was the one for NHL? Market, will there be 18 goals or less scored amongst all 3? Amongst all 3 playoff games. Perfect, brothers. Perfect. NHL, we got that. Trumpo post. Keelan, we're gonna go over yours in the chat. I didn't forget about you. Will a trade take place in top 5? Yes. Will a trade take place? Will a draft trade take place? Will a trade take place during the draft? No, in the top 5 picks during the draft. There you go. NFL draft. All good, brother. Okay, good. Yes, no. And then we have this. So we have 6 so far, which I believe are really good. So we have pretty good ones. And we will finish that right in the chats, brothers and sisters. I hope that will a top 5 team trade their pick? Oh yeah, good one. Will a top 5 team trade their pick? The Bitcoin one is nice. Migs is giving all of them, by the way. You know, Migs is like YOLO. I'm gonna make my own parlay, okay, boys? Move it along here. There's nothing to see. Just making my parlay. Will a top 5 team trade their? Hey, we have to put their first pick. Their first pick. Is it first pick or any pick? Because I know there's like a whole bunch of picks. We're talking about their first picks, right? Yeah, we're talking about the first pick. And of course, number 7, I won't forget it. Will BTC be more than 7777 by Friday? So 00 by Friday 00 UTC. So it's basically like the first second of Friday. They do call me 3M, Market Maker Migs. Well, hey there, Market Maker Migs. Nice to meet you, good bud. I hope you enjoyed the show. All right, so here's what we have. Will BTC be more than 7777 by? There you go. Now we are missing 3, and we're gonna find that in the chats. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. This one was a little bit different, of course. I'm still testing different things, of course. And I feel like the ones that work the best are definitely, obviously, the parlays when we do it together. And we would go over markets real quick. So, yeah, we'll have to see exactly what we do. But, hey, you know, making parlays is definitely a lot harder on stream, so I don't think we'll be doing that again, because it's not easy. You know, you got to think of all the details and whatnot. So it's better if we do that actually in the Discord, so it's all like, you know, written, and we can understand what's going on and whatnot. But anyway, guys, thank you very much, Migs. Thank you, Keelian. Thank you, Timmer. I know you're in here somewhere. Timmer, answer me. Timmer's gonna come out. I'm sure he will. Timmer. Come out, baby. Tell me you're here still. Tell me you're still alive. You see, I knew he was still here. Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow for another nice stream. Take care, boys. Take care, girls. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in chat. We're going to finish this parlay, and we're going to send it off. Hey, don't text and drive. Okay? Don't text and drive. Remember that. Don't text and drive. Never, ever text. See you later. Have a good one. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.